God's name day after day. Tell of God's deliverance. Tell the nations of God's glory. Speak of God's wonders among all peoples. For Adonai is great, surely to be praised, more revered than other gods. For the gods of the nations are man made idols, but Adonai fashioned the very heavens. Grandeur and glory are God's honor guard, strength and joy where God is found. Offer to Adonai, peoples of the world. Offer to Adonai honor and strength. Offer to Adonai the honor due God's name. Bring a gift of thanksgiving and enter God's presence. Bow to Adonai in the glory of this holy place. Tremble before God's presence, all who dwell on earth. Announce among the nations, Adonai reigns. The land is firm and will not be moved. Peoples will be truthfully judged. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice. The sea and its fullness roar. The meadows and all that grows in them exult. Even the trees of the forest shall sing praise as Adonai comes. Come to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and peoples with divine truth.
Thank you. Barbara, do you want to continue on page 15?
Mm-hmm. Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine, righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming beseechers round about. Flashes of lightning illumine the land, the earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth. The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory. Worshippers of idols be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme bow before God. Zion hears of it and rejoices. The cities of Judah exalt as you, Adonai, pass judgment. You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine. Those who love Adonai hate evil. God protects the lives of the faithful, saving them from the hands of the sinful. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Carolyn or Cantor Barron, do you want to take Psalm 98?
I don't have a book. I'll let the canner do it. I don't have a book. I'm just listening. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out. Okay, that's fine. Hear Adonai kol haaretz pitchu v'ranenu zimru l'Adonai bechinor bechol zimra. Lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz. Yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amin b'meisharim. And we continue on page 21. Havu l'Adonai b'nei elim, havu l'Adonai kavod v'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, yivchavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el kavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishar ber Adonai et arzei halevanon. Vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon v'siron kemo vein reim. Kol Adonai chotzev lavodesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yechol el ayalot, Vayechesof ye'arod uvhecholo, Kulo omer kavod. Adonai lama yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. And we continue on page 23 with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likra kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor bedibur echad, Hishmiyanu el ha'meuchad, Adonai echad, Ushemo echad, l'shemo tiferet ve'letila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh machshava techila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumitzei mitocha hafecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, Hu yachamol alayechem la. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likra hakala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. And we rise and we turn towards the entrances to our room. I'm going to stay this way so the microphone hears me. Likrat le boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, Gam besimcha uvetzohola toch emune am segula, Boi chala. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likra kala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala, Penei Shabbat nikabela. Okay, so today we have a sermon. So tomorrow, synagogues around the world are going to read the Torah reading for the seventh day of Passover. We have a different Torah reading for every day of Passover. We're going to read about the splitting of the Red Sea. This week, it's one of the most iconic moments of the Passover story. The ancient Israelites are on the run. Pharaoh's armies are closing in, and suddenly the impossible happens. The sea opens, a pathway appears. Israel runs through it on dry land, and then just as suddenly, the waters crash on Pharaoh's armies. It's a stunning moment that grabs us every year, but it also begs this deeper question of what is a miracle? And as modern Jews, do we believe in miracles? Do we relate to them at all? So like every once in a while, I'll see on the TV this thing like Biblical Mysteries Explained. And invariably, it's like a TV show where they talk about, like tides and waves and sandbars or whatever. And maybe it's true. Maybe that did happen, but I think the whole thing is missing the point of the story. That miracles aren't when things break the laws of nature. That happens when we feel God's presence breaking into our lives. One of my goals as a rabbi, one of my rabbinic missions, maybe my deepest prayer, is to help everybody recognize miracles, not miserables, although this happened too, but miracles when they happen. And not just the dramatic ones, but the everyday ones. Pretty soon we'll say the silent Amida, and in the one of the final prayers of the Amida, we say Modima nachnu lach, and then Allah, we thank you for your miracles that are with us every single day. And so what do we mean by that? 3 times a day, we thank God for the miracles that happen to us every day. In the 13th Ramban, a 13th century Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman, spoke about this. He spoke about there are 2 types of miracles. There's the open miracles, which is like Sinai and the Red Sea, and these are the big flashy miracles. But he also said the entire purpose of those miracles is to train us to recognize the hidden miracles, the ones embodied in nature, the ones embodied in daily life. He called them intra-natural miracles, if I'm translating it right. A lot of times these like INTRA, natural miracles, they're like Purim or Hanukkah. God doesn't really appear in those stories. Or the 6-day war, if you look on the modern state of Israel. There's a lot of intra miracles where we should have been wiped out long ago. There's the miracles of a healthy child being born. There's the even a seed that we planted bursting into bloom. There are the miracles that happen when we, if you've ever narrowly missed a car accident, had someone cut you off and, or if you've had a diagnosis, an early diagnosis that medicine was able to correct and you caught it just in time. So Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Lubavitch, the Tzemel Tzedek, one of the Lubavitcher rabbis, he said that in the world to come, Olam Haba, we'll look back at all these so-called coincidences, all these moments that we just shrugged off, and we'll be absolutely stunned because each and every one of them will be revealed to be a miracle. I'm looking at, we'll look back at all these coincidences in our lives, all these times God touched us, and we're going to be blown away. So, so tomorrow we're going to read about a little bit more about the Red Sea and Pharaoh's role, what he did during the Red Sea and after the Red Sea. There's a debate, and we'll learn about one of these intra-natural miracles, and juxtapose it with the major miracle. Hi, it's very interesting stuff. I hope you'll join us. We'll be learning Yalkut Torah. It's very interesting. But until then, my blessing for you is this. May you be open to seeing all the cracks in the fabric of your life, and look back and be able to see God in those cracks, and to be open to life's miracles, and may you experience them with wonder and with joy and amazement. Shabbat Shalom. Continue with the Baruch Hu on page 39a. Oh, sorry, we're going to turn in the middle of the page. We're not going to rise from the Baruch Hu because we're not done at once. But we'll be in the middle. If we ever get a minion, I'm going to call it a miracle. And we're going to go into the middle of 39a. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Lord mipnei choshek v'choshet mipnei or Uma'avir yom umehevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamori v'aravim. We continue on page 40. Avat olam Beit Yisrael amchavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu u'v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגי יומם ולילה. Bavat kar alter simimenu leolamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Page 41, El Melech Ne'eman. Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue reading the Shema individually on page 42. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם ונתנו על ציצית הכנפה פתל ותכלת והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם אחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We continue on page 43b, reading in English. You proclaimed the covenant on the seventh day. You declared it and decreed it. We listened and heard it. You loved this day we inherited, delighting in its remembrance, and began its command with the words, remember, Zachor. From the time you bestowed it, joy fulfilled the hearts of Jeshurun, the people you redeemed, securing the cause of righteousness. You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed, on the seventh day you rested, and on this day Israel, your people, rest. To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving praise. Willingly accepting God's sovereignty, then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang to you. On page 44. Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot ohosei fele, malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, zeli anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch leolam vahed, Bane'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, uga'alo mi'chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai gal Yisrael. Page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, v'takanenu be'etza tova milifanecha, v'hoshienu la'aman shemecha, v'hagen ba'adenu, uvtzel kenafecha tas tirenu, ki el shomrenu mumatzilenu ma'ata, ki el melech hanun v'rachum ma'ata, ushmor tzitenu uvoenu l'chaim u'l'shalom, me'ata v'yad olam, ufrotz aleinu sukat shlomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 46. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael, et ha-shabbat, Lasod et ha-shabbat, Ledorotam berit olam. Beni uvein v'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashevi'i Shavat v'inafash. We continue with the silent Amida on page 47. I'm going to take 4 minutes now, say the prayers on the page or the prayers in the heart. Space special attention to that prayer modim that we talked about. It's let's see, it's on page. It's the sixth blessing on page 50. So you're going to take page 6 to special attention there. Okay, so go ahead. It's 7:28, and we'll come back. It's 6:28. I'm sorry, in Alabama it's 6:28, and we'll come back in Alabama 6:32 Alabama time. Feel free to turn your videos off.
You better plug it in because this thing is going to croak soon.
Okay, so we have a minion now because mom and dad are here.
The funniest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, so you continue on page 53. Vayichulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam vayichal Elohim bayom hashvi'i malachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol malachto asher asa Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashevi'i vayikadesh oto ki bo shavat bikol malachto Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Konei Shemayim va'aretz Magen avod bidvaro, mechaye metim b'mamaro, she'ha'el hakadosh she'en kamohu, hameniach le'amo b'yom shabbat ha'kodsho. Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, lefanav navod b'yarav v'fachad, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעון הברכות אל ההודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה לעמק קדוש נעונג זכר למעשה Bereshit. Page 54. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu retzei b'mnuchatenu kahachenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten helkenu b'toratecha Sabenu mituvecha v'samchenu b'yeshuatecha Betaher libenu le'ovdecha be'emet v'hankilenu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava uvratzon Shabbat kodecha ve'anuchu v'Yisrael mekadshe shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat. Yikadav yikadash shemei rabbah. Be'omad yivrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh b'chaychon v'yamechon v'chaydecho be'Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kari be'imeru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'ame'amaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalashim medekudisha brechu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yama v'imeru amen titkabal slothon uva'uton dekol Yisrael kadamavuhon di v'shamaya v'imeru amen yehi shlam rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imeru amen Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. Amen. So now we count the Omer. And does anyone know what yesterday was, Cantor Baron? So we go to page 63. We're going to page 63. Cantor Baron, what day are we on?
Trying to figure it out. It's either five, I might be 5 or 6, either one, 5 or 6. I think it's 6.
Okay. So on page 63, I say, I'm about to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer, as is written in the Torah. You should count from the eve of the second day of Pesach, when an Omer of grain is to be brought as an offering, 7 complete weeks. The day after the 7th week of your counting will make it 50 days. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al
Sefirat HaOmer.
Sefirat HaOmer. And
Yom Shisha.
Hayom Chamisha Yamim LaOmer. Okay, great. So now we go back and we rise for the Elenu. Does everyone know what we just did, by the way, before? Now, between Passover and Shavuot is the Omer. We count every day for 50 days. We'll have a class on it, a sermon on it next week, but we should be counting every day. So it's the 5th day since the second night of Passover, and then tomorrow will be the 6th day. I think, if that's the math is correct. Forgive me if it's not. But maybe I should pause for a question. I just threw that out there really quick. I hope I didn't lose you. It's called the Omer. You can Google it. And we're going to continue with the Elenu because it's time for things. On page 56, the Elenu.
The feline has been heard.
Huh?
The feline has been heard.
Oh, I got a special microphone. That's not supposed to happen. All right, Elenu. Elenu l'shabea l'adon hakol l'tet tefillah liotzer reshit shalom asanu kegoy haratzot shalom samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shalom
Pelkeinu kahem
v'kol world Elenu kechol hamonam. V'anatnu korim u'mishtachavim u'matim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu notei shamayim ve'yoser
Oh, you
haaretz
see the cat
u'mar
walking?
yikaro b'shamayim imam
The cat's behind Pan.
Zo shkina zo v'kovei meromim hu Eloheinu enod emet malkeinu efes ulato kakatu b'torato v'daltayon v'hashivota elevavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim Bashamayim imal ve'al haaretz mitachat enod.
You see the cat walking?
Kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shmo echad. This week we lovingly remember Manasseh Mandelbaum, Kate Sachs, Murray J. Wheel, Hilda Empel, Eleanor Hassan, Jake Eagle, Sultana S. Russo, Morris Schulwolf, Rebecca Witt, Victor E. Hannon, Marcus Kermish, Rose Kushner, Fanny Silber Tepic, Ben Witt, and Simon Schulman, Sam Norman Shinbaum, Perry Mendel, Samuel Zacuto, Cindy Cohen, Claire Evans, Jacob Horn, Helene Libovici, Ida Siegel Rosenblum, Gerald Kilberg, Abe Schreiber, Albert Capuya, and Sadie Rebecca Klein. Did I say any of the names wrong? Please feel free to correct me.
Get me. Rabbi, it's Capuya.
Capuya, Albert Capuya.
Capoua. Capuya.
Thank you, Barbara. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I
Okay.
think so.
We continue with the Mortars Kaddish on page 58. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, B'yama Divrach, Chirutei, V'yamlich Machutei, B'chayechon, Uvyabechon, Uvchaye, T'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, Uvizman Kariv, V'imru, Amen. Yehesh Shmei Rabbah Mivarach, Le'olam, U'olamei Amaya. Yit Barach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitraman, V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudesha, B'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'yoma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to us and to all of Israel and to all who dwell on earth. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. So we break for announcements.
Really have any announcements? We'll have services tomorrow morning as usual at 9:30. And everybody mark your calendar for Sunday, May the 4th. We will have the Federation is sponsoring an Israeli Independence Day celebration. And this will be at Temple Beth Or at 11:30. So you'll be receiving information about that. Just mark your calendar now and please come.
Awesome. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Ira Kuppenberg has a raised hand. Ira, did you want to ask a question? You're muted, so you have to unmute and then you can ask. Well, you got my number, Ira. You can call or you can call Barbara if you want to. Okay. So we'll finish with Adonalam on David. What's the page?
Page 211.
Awesome. 11. Okay. Adonolam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'efsakol azay melech shemo nivra ve'acharei kiklot hakol levado yimloch nora vehu haya vehu hove vehu ihiye batifara vehu echad ve'en sheni lahamshil lo lahachbira bli reshit bli tachlit velo ha'oz ve'hamisra vehu eli v'chad goali v'tzorchev li be'etzara vehu nisi human hosli manat kosi be'yom ekra Be'ado avkid ruchi, be'et ishan be'a'ira, be'im ruchi geviati, Adonai Elo ira. Before you go, we found out what Ira was saying. The Holocaust Memorial is on April 22nd. And so before you
Oh,
go.
that's right. So what time, Ira, what time is that? It's downtown at the Capitol.
It's at 11:30, Barbara.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. At the Capitol.
So Holocaust
Okay.
Memorial, 11:30 at the Capitol on the 22nd.
Barbara.
He's putting
Yes.
10.
Isn't it at the Archives building?
You know, we should be getting, I think you might be right, but we should be getting something from Phil.
Ira's putting down 10 o'clock. I'm not sure why.
I think it's 11:30 in the Archives building. But
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they've been working really hard on that. So,
And it's
I
always
know.
very nice.
And that's next week.
it's in
Tuesday.
4 days.
I wonder,
Yeah.
have y'all gotten anything from Phil from Federation? For some reason, I don't get his emails. I don't know why. We
I've
keep
only gotten
trying.
emails.
You've gotten emails
Yes.
about it.
Right. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I don't get his emails. It's weird. We
You
keep
need to let
trying.
him know, but I'll forward my.
Oh, he knows. We keep
Oh,
working on it. It's weird.
that
But
is.
Okay, well,
anyway,
I'm going to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and say the service is over.
okay.
We're going to keep the room open. So continue the discussion. But if you need
No,
to go to Shabbat, whatever, do that. Okay.
yeah.
And I'm going to ask
Shabbat
everyone to
Shalom,
unmute.
everybody.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
Chag Sameach, Rabbi.
Ag Sameach,
Yeah.
Cantor. You come tomorrow. I took the week and translated Yalkut Torah because I was bored and wanted to do that.
You did what?
I translated some really fun stuff on Yalkut Torah.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, Mom.
He's talking to you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, wow.
You have to talk into this one.
Thanks for
Shabbat
coming.
shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
By the way,
shalom. Chag
But this
Sameach.
is Ira, and this is Carolyn Bourbon, the grandmother of the kid that was bar mitzvah, and she was
Right.
great.
Oh,
I
my
don't know.
Velso.
Emily up there.
It was great. Your daughter did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
She did. She included. She brought everybody so they could see the Torah, which was really. We had a lot of non-Jews, and so it was very good for them to understand, what the Torah is, and so it was fabulous.
For sure. Oh, I heard it was wonderful.
So we appreciate it. And hey, Canner, how are you?
How are you? Chag Sameach.
Yeah.
That's the American.
Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach, Ira.
Sameach.
Dr.
That's
Ira.
American.
And
How
this
you
is Emily over here,
feeling?
iPad.
Oh, Emily, that's you?
Yeah. I can't know how to put my name on there.
All right, I'm renaming you then.
Please do. I don't want the
Okay.
iPad. There
11
you go.
o'clock. It's 11 o'clock at the archives.
Okay.
11
Okay.
o'clock. Okay.
At the archives building, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's really wonderful. And the wonderful thing about it is we have senators and representatives that participate. So, which is really nice.
That is great. That is that the Holocaust Memorial for the whole state of Alabama or just for Montgomery?
Yes, the state.
It's and there Senator Wagner and a couple of others are on the board of the Holocaust statewide memorial. So yeah, so it's nice to see them involved. Considering what the topics were for legislature this week, it's very nice to see them involved.
Yeah.
What was the topic for legislature?
We had the cross-dressing, the man that dressed up to read Mother Goose to the kids, and now we don't have any. That's not allowed in libraries anymore. The Star Spangled Banner has to be played once a week at schools. Very important stuff was going on.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry. I apologize. I got caught into Yalkut Torah. Wait, someone dressed up as a goose and got
So a man dressed up as Mother Goose and was reading stories to children at the Huntsville Library, and that got blown up into transgender and cross-dressing. And so they have now a bill. Don't get me started. It's very depressing. They have a bill that says you can't be in drag in libraries. So that was one of the bills on the agenda. And the 10 Commandment, bill came up this week. Oh my God. Anyway, so it's very nice to see that our legislators are also involved in Holocaust Remembrance Day. So it's very nice to see that. So thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on my job.
Wow.
no, this is very interesting to me. I'm like, thank you for letting me hear it.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's a lovely service, and several of us try and go every year up to hear it and represent the Jewish community. So anyway, So when they're not doing 10 Commandments and prayer in school, they they come to the Holocaust Remembrance Day. Okay, don't look so confused, Rabbi.
Oh, do they think that like Mother Goose is in drag shows? Like, do they think that it's
No. I think what the problem was there was this guy that played Mother Goose
Right.
instantly, having nothing to do with any political agenda or anything like that. And somebody decided to superimpose the agenda on this
Exactly.
and then make a big deal about it and then do their own political agenda.
Right.
And as a result, it was, let's get rid of the show, let's get rid of the book, let's ban it. And that's what happened.
Well, now let's get rid of drag shows in libraries because they go on every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so welcome to the South, and I enjoyed the service, and I did mean to get on that, so I apologize.
this is a kiddish? I mean, it's sort of. I'm kind of enjoying just seeing my mom, actually.
Yeah, your mom. Where's your mom? Where are you living? Where's mom living?
In Boca Raton.
Oh, you're in Boca. Okay. Yeah.
So we have a majority Boca here. At
Oh,
least
wow.
three. We have a majority 3 people in Boca. Okay,
Wow.
so now yeah. Are you 4, Rabbi, or no?
I'm Coconut
count
Creek
as Boca?
close enough.
Okay.
4 out of the 7 are in.
So that means the Boca Cabana has taken over the Zoom. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah.
And Canner always posts these beautiful sunsets or these, pictures from Boca.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
There's an Israeli group I also posted for, and they're very strict on what the rules are and the posting and all that, but they like it too.
Yeah, it's lovely. So
Thank
keep
you.
posting. And
I shall.
Team Boca. So.
Yeah.
All right. We all have a wonderful weekend, and it was so nice meeting your mom.
Yeah.
Rabbi. And everybody have a good Friday, a good Shabbat.
Yeah. Shabbat shalom.
Lovely meeting you guys.
And Mom, before you go, Emily, whose box you're seeing, she's the lower grade teacher in the Sunday school. She has been for 30 years.
More
Oh
than
my
30
goodness,
years.
we have a
More
lot
than
in
30
common.
years.
Wow.
Try 50 years.
Oh,
50?
Yeah.
50?
50 plus. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
wow. Emily,
I've had children, grandchildren, and the children of the grandchildren.
Right.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, Emily, I look forward to meeting you as well as everyone else.
Oh, me
We
too.
have a lot.
Me too. Me
I'm
too.
an old Sunday school teacher.
Yeah, me too. And still teaching.
Wow.
And we appreciate Emily.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate my parents and my children. I love them.
Anyway.
I love you.
Thank you. I hope so.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
All right,
everybody.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Oh, shut this off.
Yeah, I don't know how do we exit this? Oh, see.
Okay. Chag Sameach.